I've always felt that if I were not creating something, I was dying. And that may be one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about writing. I love to talk about relationships in my books. I like to talk about what makes a great character and why are we so attracted to some people and so annoyed by others. The Awakening is a book of seduction and intrigue and redemption, but there's also a great deal of mystery, and there's also a love story, and finally, there's even a little of the paranormal. I wrote the book for a number of reasons. The Awakening first came to me when I was traveling in France and in Spain, particularly the south of Spain. I came to love the countryside, and I was traveling with a good friend of mine who was raised in Spain, and he explained much of what happened during the Spanish Civil War. What grew out of that experience traveling with my good friend was the Awakening. The Awakening also talks about the difference between living a life driven by dogma versus living a life driven by principles. I've always felt that dogma separates and that principles bring people together. By principles, I'm talking about those things like love and understanding and tolerance. When we abide by those kinds of virtues, it seems to me that our world gets richer. So indirectly, the book talks about that idea. I wanted to see if I could discover in my writing what it truly meant to be a good man or a good woman. What qualities, what kind of character do those people have? What happens when they come up against challenges? How do they behave? What's most important to them? The Awakening explores that. In addition to my love of Spain, I'm equally in love with France. Because I'm fluent in French, I have come to know hundreds of French men and women. And there's so much about the culture that I adore. I write about it in a book that will be published shortly. The working title right now is entitled Pardon My French, How a Grumpy American Fell in Love with France. The stories have a great deal of humor, and hopefully the reader will enjoy what it's like to walk on the cobblestone streets of France. Because I have spent so much time in Europe, I have come to think of myself as being a citizen of the world. I have more of an international spirit. I am not a jingoist by any stretch of the imagination. I'd like to finish this short video by quoting from Thomas Paine, an American revolutionary hero, who once said that the world is my country. All mankind are my brethren, and to do good is my religion. That's a mantra that I can live by.